Shakespeare said brevity is the soul of wit. So I'm going to try and make this video as brief as possible. Just want to show you, a lot of people make a lot of to-do about mulch. It's just mulch. I know there's certain ways that you can do it that are more beneficial than others. But if you're like me, you're just at your house and maybe just got a little homestead or whatever, just use whatever you got. Come along and let's show you some things that I do to help my garden. Friends, Roman, countrymen, lend me your ears. The question for today is to mulch or not to mulch. You notice here I've got a bunch of weeds. I hate weeds. Weeds aggravate me. And when weeds aggravate me, I've got to kill them. My daughter was first starting to date. I tell her boyfriends, they come over. I tell her, when things aggravate me, I kill them. So don't you ever aggravate me. Some of her boyfriends never came back. I don't know why. I'm a nice guy. Shakespeare said the whole world's a stage. And the men and women in it, they're just players. We all have our entrances, we all have our exits. But said one man in his lifetime plays several roles. That's what these are going to do. Right now, they're just aggravating me. Their role right now is to aggravate me. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to give them a different role to play. I'm just going to weed around this little okra plant right here. You can see it. Shake all the dirt off of them. I'm going to throw them around this plant. Will they come back? Will some of them root? I don't know. It may. A lot of them's going to die off. And it's going to give this okra plant some nourishment. It's going to give it some nutrition. It's going to give it some vitamins. It's going to pep it up a little bit as it breaks down. Plus it kind of keeps the moisture in the soil around the plant. And hopefully it'll discourage more weeds. So I'm going to get this done, then I'll show you something else I do. Now if you didn't like pulling up weeds and using that as mulch, methinks the lady doth protest too much. I'm going to show you what else I do. I got these sycamore trees, and I want you to know they put out some leaves. They hadn't even started yet. Look how many I got. Oh my goodness. So for the sake of the video, I normally put it on a tarp and do it off, but for the sake of this video, it's for you. I'm just going to stuff some in a bucket. Let's go put it around something. Ah, frailty. Frailty. Thy name is Pepper. Actually, peppers are pretty easy to grow. They're not too frail. But I can guarantee you, if I pull this pepper up, like I do some of these weeds, and just throw it on the ground, it'd die. You can throw weeds down on an asphalt parking lot and it'd put down roots, I think. But if you don't like the weed method, Go get you some leaves. I got an abundance of leaves. Take these leaves, and just stick them up around your plant. Protects that bare soil from leaching out all of its nutrients, everything. Stick it up under there. Make that little plant happy. Happy. Because you want your plants to smile when you're plucking the fruit and the vegetables off their vines. They need to be happy when you're cutting parts of them off. You probably need to put a bunch too, because these leaves, they'll settle down and they'll rot and they'll add stuff to the soil. There we go. Let me get this off my electric line. You can mulch with just about anything. You can have wood chips, and wood chips is very simple. All you got to do is go buy you a couple $1,000 wood chipper, take all your limbs, throw it to the wood chipper, you have all the mulch you want. Seems a little excessive to me. You can use pine straw. A lot of people use pine, but I don't have any pine straw around here. But I'll tell you what you can do. You can go up to your local hardware or your farm supply and you can buy mulch in bags. You can buy pine straw in bags. This isn't mulch, this is dog food. I ain't paying for no mulch. Think I'm crazy? At the beginning of the year, I had a friend of mine haul me in a bunch of wood chips. The county goes around and chops up limbs and stuff for people. They just pile it off and then haul it off. Anyway, he was able to haul me in a couple of trailer loads. I had some left over and I just piled it along this line right here. Back when I had my pole beans here. Well, when I got ready to redo it, I just pushed all that pine or all that wood chips over into here. Disc it in. And I want you to know, I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but look at the size of these peas compared to these peas. I mean, there's a sizable difference. And all I did was mix in the wood chips to this soil. I think that says something. Must be something to it. Must have been something in them wood chips that helps to these things to grow. I just thought you'd like to see that. I just leave you with this. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Oh, how sweet it is, but it's sorrow. Until we meet